Assalamu alaikum and welcome back to morEwish cuisine. Today I'm making very delicious but different kind of dessert. You need very few ingredients to make this. It has chocolate cake, whipped cream, and some chocolate ganache. If you ever been to Mariana's grocery store, their bakery used to serve this polar bars, and this dessert is inspired by those polar bars. So without further ado, let's go and make it happen. So let's start our recipe. Bismillah. First we need to make our chocolate cake. Today I am making moist chocolate cake, which I already shared the recipe with you guys when I shared the first cake recipe. You can use box cake for this recipe as well. Just make sure you buy the moist cake. And then after baking, just cover it and put it in the fridge until it's completely cooled down. Then I'm flipping that baked chocolate cake onto a cutting board and taking whipped topping. Now, if you want, you can use a heavy whipping cream, whip it with the sugar and use that for this recipe, but that will make this dessert on a very heavier side. So I would suggest you go for a whipped topping. Now again, it's up to you how much you want to spread on top of your cake, but for this 13 by 9 inch cake, I used 1.5 cup of whipped topping. Just smooth the top, smooth the sides, and now I will put this in the fridge to set it for a while, for at least 20 to 30 minutes. Now take it out from the fridge. Take a warm knife, just wash your knife with the warm water and just clean the knife. Then just put it onto the cake and start sliding. Don't pick it up in the middle, otherwise cake crumbs will go into your whipped topping. And after every cut, just clean it with a piece of paper towel. Now it's up to you how many bars you want to make. So just after, when you're done cutting into bars, just separate the bars, and then we will put all these bars in the fridge to freeze them for at least 2 to 2.5 hours. Here I am making chocolate ganache. I added heavy whipping cream onto a saucepan, and I will boil it until it's scalding boil, which means all the surroundings will start get to bubble. Here in a bowl I have chocolate chip. I'm using milk chocolate chip today, and this will work best for this recipe. I tried with semi-sweet as well. Now just pour over the chocolate chip and swirl the bowl to make sure all chips are covered. Now place the lid on chocolate chip to trap the heat and let it sit for 5 minutes. Then remove lid and swirl the chocolate chip with a whisk or spatula or spoon, starting in the center and working outward until smooth. It will turn into a velvety ganache right before your eyes. And now let it sit uncovered at room temperature for about 15 minutes before using it for these polar bar. Here I took a grill pan and I put it on top of the parchment paper. Let's take out our polar bar, which are frozen right now. Now I will share two methods here. Take a spoonful of ganache and start pouring on top of the bars. Spread it evenly and try to cover the sides as much as you can. Another way, which we used to do in the bakery, pick up each bar, dip it in the chocolate ganache, roll it and pick it up and put it on the grill pan. The easiest, less messy and fastest way of doing it. You can of course use gloves, or I hope you know that my hands were completely clean. Now the remaining whipped topping, I just put it into a bag with the 1 or number 2 tip and just making this design on top of the polar bars. Put it in the fridge and let them cool down for 4 to 6 hours, and then enjoy these delicious, amazing polar bar. If you are a chocolate lover, I'm telling you, you will love this dessert, and we'll make this again and again. And if you're trying this recipe at home, please let me know how it turned out with you. If you want to learn something else, let me know. Leave me a comment down below and I will try my best to make it happen for you guys. Once again, thank you so much for watching. And if you like this recipe, don't forget to click on the links to enjoy a lot more recipes like this.